Planet Earth is crying for help, and the global community is answering. For young people, this conference will most definitely impact our future. Luckily, it also offers numerous advocacy opportunities, like Multi-Route 30, which I'll talk about in a second. The 30th International Conference on the Parties, or COP for short, kicked off on November 10th, and its outcome may be monumental for climate as well as sexual and reproductive health and rights. Over the past 30 years, COP has had numerous wins that have involved almost every nation on Earth. You've probably heard of some of these accords, like the Paris Climate Agreement in 2015, aimed at combating climate change. For sexual rights advocates, these agreements are also incredibly important. The linkages between the climate crisis and SRHR have become increasingly apparent, with evidence linking the effects of the climate crisis, like extreme weather and displacement, with negative SRHR outcomes. Some of these outcomes include reduced or low birth rates, lack of pregnancy care, pregnancy complications, stillbirths, maternal, as well as newborn death rates. On top of this, there's increases in HIV prevalence, increases in female genital mutilation rates, as well as gender-based violence. Let's take gender-based violence, for example. Increased levels of GBV are directly related to factors like climate-driven displacement, destruction, and economic struggle. At the same time, the climate crisis exacerbates disruptions in social support and health systems, programs that are needed to address violence. These negative outcomes as a whole are directly contrary to the rights to bodily autonomy, freedom from harm, and the right to health. For young people, the exacerbation of climate change and disasters will undoubtedly impact our future, underscoring the importance of youth-led advocacy to shape our future world. This all makes sense, but how will COP30 address this? The Belem Health Action Plan is one of the conference's flagship agenda items. With this plan, the host country of Brazil, in tandem with the UNFPA, is proposing a health plan that will implement SRHR with a specific focus. This plan is focusing on calling on governments to use evidence showing how climate change negatively impacts SRHR outcomes when they create their policy. Additionally, this year's conference will highlight the impact of climate change on women, and it aims to center women-led solutions in relate to climate crisis mitigation and gender-based violence. As youth advocates, COP30 also offers itself as a great way for us to have our voices heard. One such way is by submitting to the Multi-Route COP30 campaign by November 24th. This campaign aims to both track youth-led climate movements and elevate young people's voices and ideas on the global stage. Outside of that, you can simply get the word out. Climate change doesn't just impact the Earth, but it also impacts your rights. Today is the day to speak out. Today is the day to stand up for the world. Today is the day to push leaders to recognize and address the impacts of climate change on your rights.